Welcome to Arizona Living, your life, your style. I'm your host, Kate Longworth. October is National Adopt a Shelter Dog Month, and so we thought what better place to be than Foothills Animal Rescue here in Scottsdale to talk about the importance of bringing home a furry friend. But before we get to that, let's take a look at what's coming up on today's show. We'll tell you how to get your kids on the road to academic success. Plus, get dinner on the table the easy way with Papa Murphy's. And a trip to Tubac for some interesting history. All that and much, much more coming up on Arizona Living. We're here at Foothills Animal Rescue, where saving animals is at the heart of all they do. I am joined by Chief Engagement Officer Melissa Gable and Rocket here, just 2 months old, a rescue pup. And I know that Foothills Animal Rescue started back in 1995. So how did it just all come about?
You know, it started with a group of animal lovers sitting around a kitchen table trying to figure out what can we do to help the pets in our community. So when we started, we were a small agency, foster-based, didn't have a shelter, and then fast forward almost 25 years and here we are.
Yeah, and you moved to this beautiful state-of-the-art campus in 2016. How did that transition come about?
So Bryn Smith was a wonderful animal lover, and she passed away unexpectedly at a young age. So her mom and dad reached out to us and said, how can we help Bryn's legacy live on? And the Bryn Smith Memorial Campus was created, and we moved in December of 2016.
And you guys are an animal rescue facility, but can people also come here to adopt?
Absolutely. We are open every day of the week except Mondays. You don't need an appointment. You can come on in and look at the animals. And yeah, well, we call ourselves a rescue. We are definitely an adoption agency, so we encourage people, if you're looking to adopt, to come in and pay us a visit. We do put all of our animals on our website at foothillsanimal.org, and that way people can look at home and kind of get an idea of what we have. Then once you come into the shelter, we're not big, we're not overwhelming, and so it's very personalized and individualized. So once you walk in, we're gonna ask you what you're looking for, kind of talk to you a little bit about your family and what you want, what you don't want, and then we try to match you with just the right animal. So we do have dogs and cats here at our campus, and we just try and see if we can make a match.
Places like this really survive and actually thrive because of volunteer help. What does it mean to you and to the organization to have those volunteers?
Volunteers are the heart of our agency. I know that sounds cliche, but it's true. And because we are so small and we don't spend a lot of our budget on staff, we're relying heavily on the volunteers. So they're usually the ones that are coming in and spending time with the animals, socializing them. And without them, it would be so much more difficult. And here are these wonderful people that are just giving of their time because they want to help pets.
Well, thank you, Melissa and Rocket. I'm ready to hang out with you a little bit longer, but don't go too far away. We'll be back to talk more about the Foothills Animal Rescue. It takes a village, and finding the road to academic success for your child is the mission of Sylvan Learning. And right now, they're standing by to help your son or daughter find their successful path.
A lot of parents rely just on what the school offers through their after-school programs, but when you know your child has specific gaps, you really want to make sure that they're getting the best that they can receive. My name is Mylinda Crawford. I'm the principal here at George Gervin Prep Academy. I'm a new principal to the school. I just started in July. As a principal, you look at the data, you try to figure out what is happening at the school. And I saw that there was a great need for us to look at the climate and culture.
The traditional classroom setting doesn't meet the needs of all of our kids. We all learn differently, we all hear differently, we all process things differently. So when I brought Sylvan in, it was to bring something different and something unique to the traditional classroom.
Does everybody see how we did that? We're just rearranging the numbers into where it makes more sense.
The investment had to be made. There was no question about it, because I no longer wanted to hear from our teachers, oh, they're just not gonna get it, they don't have the background, they got so many gaps, I can't, they can't. I'm a non-believer in that. What Sylvan brings is the expert knowledge of education. And to me, that's the ultimate.
When we came onto campus, we did an evaluation of their reading and math skills, and then place them in their appropriate ability groups. So that might be their below grade level, and we're working to get them back up to grade level. That might mean their enrichment, and we're giving them the opportunity to extend beyond the classroom. We are able to reach these kids by working in small group environment at their functional level. We're giving them the skills they need to be successful in the classroom. We're giving them the skills they need to be successful when that easy merit comes along and it's not such a scary thing.
I look forward to going to Sylvan tutoring each day because it's a lot of fun and I learn a lot. More than a regular classroom teacher, they have smaller groups so they can get to me without having 30 kids like they will in a normal class. They just have 5. And I like that because it helps me learn faster. I used to get average grades, now I have A's.
I wish that we had had the opportunity to use Sylvan years ago, and we wouldn't have had some of the struggles that we had in the past, whether he was behind or so far ahead that he was bored because he wasn't being challenged. His confidence has changed about school completely. I come to school and he's smiling. I see that his instructors are smiling and they are giving me a praise for the things that he's doing. I'm confident. I'm confident with the instructors here at George Gervin Prep, and I'm extremely confident with the Sylvan program. I would say don't just call, but come in and allow your child to have the best opportunity to succeed, and don't assume that your child is getting everything that they need. Take part, take the responsibility, walk through the door and find out. Get into the Sylvan program immediately.
The ASPCA estimates that over 3 million dogs enter shelters each year, which means there are a lot of dogs looking for homes. This October, consider adding a pup to your family. And while you're thinking about that, sit back and take a look at what's still ahead in today's show. At American Freight Furniture, they have a wide selection to fit any style. And if you're looking for an easy dinner option, Papa Murphy's has the simple solution for you. Furniture at affordable prices. Could you ask for anything more? American Freight Furniture has just that. Let's take a look.
American Freight's been in business for over 25 years. We have over 175 locations, and we buy in bulk at wholesale from the manufacturers, so that way we can pass the savings along to the public. No middleman, no distributor. You come in, you buy brand new factory fresh furniture and take it home while supplies last. The kind of furniture we have is excellent quality, but very affordable. Customers can come in and they can purchase really nice sofa sets, $398 and up. We also have a 18-piece house package, so you can fill up your entire house for only $998. And with that, you're gonna get a living room set, a sofa and love seat, or a 2-piece sectional. You're gonna get coffee and end tables to go with it, a set of lamps. You're also gonna get a dining table that sits 4. You're gonna get a bedroom set, of which you get the mirror, the dresser, and the headboard. And you get a mattress and a box spring with a metal bed frame. So you can fill up the entire house for right around $1,000. Now that's just one of the many package deals that we have available. Folks can come in and they can even build their own packages and fill up their house with the specific items they want to get if they don't like one of the items that are in our package deals. But it's an excellent deal and they're getting a lot of furniture for a low price. It's an excellent deal for anybody and everybody who's trying to get furniture in their home and save a ton of money doing it. We got the best prices in town. You come down here, you see the products we have. Our products is just as nice, if not nicer, than a lot of other folks in town, and we're selling it for a lot cheaper. For just $50 today, you could take home as much or as little furniture as you want to with our finance programs. We also have layaway available. So not everybody wants to do finance, or maybe they can't do the finance, and that's why we have the 100% pre-approved layaway for everybody who walks through the door. The layaway is an excellent option for folks who are coming in trying to make a purchase and only making small or larger payments. What's also great about the layaway is it's flexible. So if they come in and they have money paid down on a set, but then they see that we have a new set that came in and they like it better, you're not obligated to buy those original pieces. You can change it around any which way you want. You can add items, you can take items off, you can take them home one by one. The atmosphere is nothing but positive for both the employees and the customers. I want everybody when they come in here to have a great time. Everybody wants to work and shop in a positive atmosphere, and you're definitely going to get that when you shop at American Freight. So if you're looking to save some money and you want to get a really good deal on furniture and mattresses, come down to American Freight. Supplies are limited and it's first come, first serve.
Let's face it, getting dinner on the table each and every night can be quite a chore. But the people at Papa Murphy's have your back as they put the easy and fun back into dinner.
Papa Murphy's is a take and bake pizza franchise. It started in 1980 out of Oregon. And what we essentially do is create your pizza in our stores and then send it home with you to bake in your own oven. And then it's up to you to just cook it in about 15 minutes. Comes out of your oven hot and fresh and ready to eat. So we use only the freshest ingredients on all of our pizza toppings. Our cheese is whole milk mozzarella. We also do a lot of topping cheese, which is a cheddar and provolone mixture, a smoked provolone. And then all of our vegetables come in whole, like you would buy them in a grocery store. We chop everything here in-house and slice it or dice it for your pizza toppings, including Roma tomatoes, zucchini, mushrooms, bell peppers, mixed onions, that sort of thing. We also offer premium vegetables like sun-dried tomatoes, artichokes, and fresh spinach. And then all of our meats are a butcher quality meat, so you're getting the best pepperoni, the best sausage. We have premium toppings like Angus steak and fennel sausage, as well as your traditional Canadian bacon, salamis, ground beef, that sort of thing. I think what makes Papa Murphy's most unique is that you as a consumer get to come into our stores, watch your pizza being made right in front of you with all of the best ingredients. And we are really pride ourselves on all of that high quality that you get as a consumer on your toppings. And I think that our dough is really unique. We make our dough in-house every day, so it's a very fresh pizza crust. And we can offer that to you in a thin crust, a regular crust, a pan crust. And so you have your choice. And you really get to, make and create your own pizza that's unique to you and what your family wants to eat. So in Phoenix, we have 48 Papa Murphy's locations around the valley. So you should be able to find one fairly close to you. And you can stop in and create your pizza, make it here. You can call it in. You can also go to online and order at papamurphys.com. And then when you come in, it's already ready and you can just grab it and go. So I think what's great about Papa Murphy's is, everybody's running around, everybody's busy. You can grab the pizza, get home, put it in the fridge, and then when the whole family's finally there together after work and school and all the extracurricular activities that are happening, you can get that pizza in the oven, and 15 minutes later you're sitting down with your whole family and you're having a meal together. And that's what's so great about Papa Murphy's, because you don't have to wait for delivery. You don't have to, have somebody eating a cold pizza. You're all there, you're ready, and it's like you made it at home yourself.
Having a pet in your family can add so much to your life. It can even help your heart in more ways than just one. The CDC conducted a study that showed pet owners have a decrease in both cholesterol and blood pressure, lessening their chances of a heart attack. And that's not to mention how much your heart will expand with love. And speaking of love, we have more stories you'll enjoy coming up on Arizona Living. We'll tell you how to adopt a pet right here at Foothills Animal Rescue, and a trip to Tubac to discover all this quaint town has to offer. We are back here at the Foothills Animal Rescue in Scottsdale. I'm joined once again by Melissa Gable and the star of the show, Rocket. And we're just talking about adopting animals, especially this month because it is Adopt a Shelter Dog Month.
It is.
Why is that so important?
You know, I think it seems like as a society, more and more people are adopting from shelters, and that's wonderful. And we want to make sure that people know that there are plenty of wonderful dogs in shelters like Rocket who need homes. It's not just, I think people tend to think it's like society's cast-offs, and that's not the case. You can come to shelters and find purebred animals, you can find puppies, you can find a whole variety of different breeds. So we want to encourage people to come in and adopt during the month of October.
What's the adoption process here at Foothills?
It's very simple. So we have you fill out a form with your personal information. That's what we use to register the microchip that the pets come with. And then it's just a conversation with our team, find out who's a good match, and then we do a very quick one-page contract. Our adoption fees range anywhere from $75 for adult cats to $250 for puppies like Rocket, and everything in between.
What type of people are good to come in here and be a parent pet?
I would say anyone, because honestly, if you like to just sit on the couch, there's probably a dog back here that would be perfect for you. If you're active and you want to hike or you want to run, we have a dog for you.
And how does adopting a dog enrich your life?
Well, you know, studies have shown that just having a dog in your lap and petting a dog can lower your blood pressure. And, you know, getting out and walking with your dogs. My mom walks her dog every single morning. That's getting her out of the house and walking and getting some exercise and some fresh air. And then there's just the companionship. There's nothing better than coming home after a long, hard day and walking in the front door and having that tail wagging, and they're always happy and excited to see you.
Well, thank you so much, Melissa and Rocket, for your time. Wishing you the best on finding a home. And if you would like more information on Foothills Animal Rescue, please visit their website. Don't go anywhere. When Arizona Living returns, we're taking you to southern Arizona to visit Tubac. Of the Santa Rita Mountains in southern Arizona is a town that celebrates its culture and history through its residents. Let's take a trip to Tubac.
Tubac is where art meets history. It's been consistently inhabited for hundreds, possibly thousands of years, starting with the indigenous populations. And then of course Spain came here, and then we were Mexico, and then eventually we become a territory of the US. And now we are just a place with lots of art galleries and shopping, great dining, golfing, hiking, and of course intense and fascinating history. Here at the park, the schoolhouse is a lot of people's favorites, but we also have an underground excavation of the original fort, built in 1752. It's where our second commander of the fort, Juan Bautista de Anza, where he lived. You can see when the archaeologists, they dug deeper and deeper, they uncovered different artifacts, so those are all on display. And then of course our museum is fabulous. We have about 2,000 years of preserved history from this area. And one of my favorite artifacts is a lance that came from one of the soldiers' guns, and it says the Tubac Presidio on it. What's really unique about our Presidio is that from the time it was established, it was always a multiracial fort. About, I think, 43% were mixed native indigenous tribes. There was like 32% that were African. They were a mix from the beginning, and that's what I really do like about our fort. The village here is really, it's a hidden gem. People come from all over the world and they've never been to a place like this, not only because of the climate and the beauty, but just the way people interact with them. The shops, they're, you know, all privately owned. Most of them are locals. They're from southern Arizona, and we work a lot with Mexico too. And I think that really makes us unique. We have great hiking and, of course, golfing and all of these things you can do outdoors, birding, and then there's the village with shopping. So there's something going on here, probably at least every day, if not 2 or 3 things every day. And that's really incredible considering there's only 1,000 to 900 people that inhabit the village throughout the year. So it's pretty incredible.
So we're in Tubac, Arizona, south of Tucson, Arizona, and we are currently at our Tubac Festival of the Arts, which happens every February, the second week in February, and we are celebrating all of what Tubac is about, which is art and history. Initially, this event started very small. Tubac was primarily a village of artists who lived in the village, and they had their galleries out in front, and they started having a festival every February. And as every year went, it grew a little bit more and more, and the village grew a little bit bigger. And now, after 60+ years of festivals, it's one of the largest events in southern Arizona. The Tubac Chamber of Commerce is who puts the event together every year. It takes a whole lot of organization to make that happen, and so it's not just the chamber. We rely on our public safety of our fire department, our sheriff, our county, and so many others, not to mention all of our cooperation with our local merchants, which this obviously disrupts a little bit through the event. So all I can say is if you're in southern Arizona for any purpose whatsoever, you have to come down to Tubac itself, and definitely double check our website, because on there you'll find our special events that will be happening throughout the year. Our Tubac calendar as to what's going on in Tubac, because there's something always happening in Tubac.
We want to thank Melissa and Rocket for having us out here today at Foothills Animal Rescue. If you're looking to add a pet to your family, be sure to visit them here. But if you're not ready quite yet to be a pet owner, there are ways you can give back by donating or volunteering here at Foothills. They need assistance with everything from fostering an animal to taking a dog on a hike. You can see all of the volunteer opportunities by visiting their website. I'm Kate Longworth. Thanks for joining me and Rocket here on Arizona Living, Your Life, Your Style, where we help you live your best life. We'll see you next time.